Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm doing a review for movie number 2 from my 12 movies from 12 friends in 12 weeks. I probably will do it quicker than 12 weeks because I have watched 3 at the moment. This is number 2 and it is Excalibur. I have it open in front of me on the screen. What year was this released in? This is a 1981 movie that my husband has been hassling me to watch since I met him. For background, ever since, anytime I mention a medieval movie, a series, we talk about Game of Thrones, we talk about anything, he starts talking about Excalibur. And it's like been this beacon of wonder since I've known him, and I have to watch it and I must watch it. For some reason it's never really appealed, but I thought, right, I'm going to watch this thing because he suggested it on the list of 12, and who am I to say no, I'm not watching that. So Liam Neeson's in it, which is the one shining light, because if you know me, you know he's from the town I'm from, and we're very proud of him here. It's a little tiny town in Northern Ireland. He's made it to Hollywood. So he is in it with Helen Mirren, who he met on set of this movie. They went on to be engaged and to be together for 4 years after this, so I always like to sort of see the beginnings of, you know, a relationship. That's interesting. Other people in this are Nigel Terry, Nicholas Clay, Sherry Lungi, Paul Jeffrey, Nicole Williamson. Nicole? That's Merlin. Nicole? It's Nicol. Robert Addy, Gabriel Byrne, Keith Buckley, Katrine Berman. Right, there's a big list of people that's in this. This is like a who's who of like theatre. This is Helen Mirren's first serious movie role. She was a very successful stage actress at this point. So this is the story of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. This movie is 2.5 hours long. It is from 1981. So at that time, that's a massive runtime for a movie to start with. If you know the story of King Arthur, the Sword in the Stone, all that stuff, I don't think I need to give you any background. That's basically our premise here. There's a lot of knights, there's a lot of fighting and clanging with swords. Right, I will sum up this movie for you in one sentence. It's Monty Python. When it started, and the way the cast were talking, and then the first, like, I'll not say battle, the first little skirmish happened, and when I heard the sound effects of the swords hitting the armour, I said to my husband, I turned and I looked at him, akin to how he does to me when I take him to a musical that he doesn't know was going to be a musical and he's not happy, i.e. Sweeney Todd, which I didn't know was going to be a musical. He turns to me in the cinema and he goes, as in, you knew. So I've turned to him as in, you knew this was fucking Monty Python. He knows I can't abide Monty Python. Every man in the world I've ever known loves Monty Python. Don't understand it. I despise it. I don't find it funny. There's one part of Monty Python that I ever laughed at. It's in one of the movies. I don't know if it's Life of Brian or The Holy Grail. It's where the little man's down the hole and he hasn't spoken for loads and loads of years, and something happens that makes him speak. That made me laugh. Other than that, no. But we're not talking about Monty Python. This movie is like Monty Python, but the sad side of it is it's not meant to be. It's meant to be. I said to him, is this a piss take? Is this meant to be funny? Is this like Monty Python? No, it's meant to be serious. I says, you are joking. Every time Merlin came on screen, it was like watching a piss take. It was awful. That's that Nicole Williamson. I don't know if it's Nicole, what it is, but the acting was so bad and it was played so ridiculous. It was like watching a pantomime villain from when you were a child. It was so over the top. And I always thought Merlin was meant to be a good guy. Anyway, I tolerated 1.5 hours of this. And as I'm sitting, my bladder's bursting. I'm desperate for a wee. And I thought to myself, if I get up for a wee, there's not a herd of wild horses that's going to drag me back onto that sofa to finish this dross. So anyway, one thing that's really odd, the director of this, let me go up. John Berman, his daughter's in this. Katrine Berman, who plays Igraine. He cast his daughter in a role where she is raped. And he was in the room when the scene happened, and she's completely fully nude. And that to me is all kinds of weird and just I know it's a movie, I know it's not real, but he stood there filming and directing a rape scene where his daughter's the nude victim, and it's like, fuck fucking hell, that's just weird. So in short, I found no redeeming features about this movie. There's a stupid green light illuminated on everything the whole way through that's meant to make you think things are magic, but it looks like something out of Rent-A-Ghost. If you're in the UK, you'll know what I mean. The sounds when people are fighting sounds like it's put on for a joke, like clang, twang. It's shocking. The acting is terrible. Liam Neeson has a top knot that needs to be seen to be believed. Helen Mirren isn't in it anywhere near enough. She doesn't appear for like an hour at least. The women are obviously just there to be looked at and not a lot else. It's just shocking. It's bad. It's obviously very highly thought of because I've looked at the reviews, but I encourage anybody that hasn't seen this in a lot of years to sit down again and watch it. Don't remember what you remembered back then. My husband adores this film, and he sat down and watched it, and he was a bit sheepish when he seen how bad it actually is. He says, it's not how I remember it.
I am Lancelot of the Lake, from across the sea, and I have yet to find a king worthy of my sword.
That is a wild boast. You lack a knight's humility.
Not a boast, sir, but a curse. For I have never met my match in joust or duel.
Overside!
I will not.
Honest to God. So I think I gave it 1.5 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. Did not like it. Would not recommend. If you like Monty Python, watch it. But remember, as you're watching it, it's not meant to be funny. And that may make you laugh enough. Have a few pints. It may be worth watching with your mates for a bit of a laugh. So yeah, number 2 on 12 movies from 12 friends in 12 weeks. It gets a big fat thumbs down, guys. Tune into the next one, which is going to be my number 3 movie, which has been recommended by Jamie Powell. Thanks for watching, guys. Over and out from Lisa Loves.